I finished today. I put easy season on it. Easy season 5.
Alright guys, you ready? Kaylee, come on, focus.
Why 3?
Jay, I have you up there for a reason. Okay, I want you to be available to help Jazzy, etc. No, look at these. But if you can't handle it, we gotta move you away, and that's not good for her or you, yeah?
Gotcha. Very
Look at Alex.
It's not like girl. Right, Robin? Yes.
Alright, couple more seconds for grading. I'm gonna take questions. You guys ready for me to scroll down?
Yes.
Alright, guys, now's the time to focus. Let's start from the very beginning. Start class off on the right foot.
Wait, keep it there.
Number 15. I want to answer Griffin's question, but I won't even be able to hear him. So last morning, whisper, whisper, whisper. If you have a quick question, whisper. Otherwise, homework is out. You're making sure your heading is on and you're checking your work. Alan, whisper. Jay, go ahead.
So for number 4, I understand like a question. It's 1/6, but I'm just divided by 6. Is that okay?
For number 4, I like the idea of divided by 6, but we're going to see and review today, whenever you see divided by 6, you need to write it as times 1/6, because the common ratio is always the 1 over, not the division.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So I would just correct that. Griffin, go ahead.
For 19, I calculated numbers, but I didn't really know how to graph it.
Don't worry, don't worry. I was actually looking for the numbers themselves. We'll learn how to graph it today. Okay, hold on. Just be quiet for here. So we're going to learn how to graph today, kiddos. I'm just looking for the numbers on number 19, right? Don't worry about the graph. Don't worry about the graph. Jordan.
Anytime you find a common ratio, and let's say it was like dividing by -3, you everything can be divided, you put 1 over -3, right?
Exactly. Or you could, like with the negative, you can remember pair out. -1/3 is also. Oh, I thought you said 1. Yeah, -1/3. As long as you do that.
On the board, yesterday for
Dylan and Katie, quickly figure it out. Remember I said that's I was going to change it, but I'm all Alright, kiddos. Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Go ahead, Jay. What's
I
yours?
was so close to finishing.
I'll come back. Number 7. Any other questions besides number 7?
No, that's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I did 3 through 9.
I did 3 through 18.
Oh, yeah,
18 through 18.
Yeah.
Okay, kiddos, hold on.
But she said she was going to change it.
It was on the board. I said wait until the end of class. I was gonna change it. I showed you this one. Now hold on, wait. If you did 3 through 18, did you do all and then a little bit?
I didn't do 19.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Okay, so here, I want you guys to write a quick little number 19 on your paper at the very end, because we're going to look at number 19, and then you can get it down, all right? So make sure you always want to double check what I have written in the notes, okay? So I saw number 7 as a question, and then Josh.
Yeah, that was mine.
Okay, and then Dylan, do you have another one?
Yeah, you number 15 and 16.
Okay, actually, Dylan, you know what? 15, 16, we're going to learn how to do today. I actually ended up taking them out, so you're totally good. I would be confused on those two. All right, let's go look at number 7 then. If you were still checking, Josh, I have him back up, all right?
Oh,
We're going to
yeah.
look at number 7 and then number 19. Number 7 and then number 19. Look at number 7 first. Number 7 is asking for the common ratio, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, give me just 1 second. I'm going to go steal. Let's see. All right, let's calm down. I'm going to go steal number 7 so we can work with it, all right?
So what was number 19?
I'm going to go get it right now. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, I know how to do it.
Don't worry, I got it.
Insane in the Camp Crane.
That was your turn. Alright, for those of you guys that missed number 19, there it is.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and look at these two questions. Alright? Hold on. I'll wait. I'm not trying to compete with you guys, but we do have a test next Tuesday, and the more we get done in class, Jay, the more we get done in class, the more prepared we will be, alright? So let's just try to help each other focus on it. Yeah, let's look at it. Number 7, what were the directions asking for? Let's go check it.
Oh, they were asking for
You guys got it?
find the common ratio of the geometric.
Okay, so wait, they tell me it's geometric?
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's geometric, that means there has to be, there has to be some sort of number that multiplies to get this next number. Now, let me show you guys a trick. Remember, you have your homework in front of you. If the same number gets multiplied to get the next number, you guys probably tried to divide, and you probably got a weird decimal.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's a weird decimal. There's a better way of writing it. And if you guys look at the answers, they're coming back for one more second. For number 7, maybe you got 0.75. Wait, hold on. How do we do this? Okay, there are 2 ways. Ready? 128. Check it. If I were you, I'd be writing this in your homework. 128 times R. Wait, why am I putting an R? Hold on. Equals 96. Alright, that's the last time someone can stand up besides the TA this class period, and I include bathroom breaks. Sorry. Thank you for helping out. Alright, here we go. 128 times R equals 96. Rob, where am I getting the R from?
We're getting out of the ratio.
Good, common ratio, right? So, if I say 128 times R is 96, then question, guys, how do I find or solve for the common ratio? Josh, go ahead.
You divide 128, and then
Hold on. Be clear, though. When you divide 128, you have to divide. Josh, say clearly, though.
and then do the same thing to the other.
Exactly. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. Now, if we look at this fraction right now, guys, that fraction is gross, right? But what can we do to 96 and 128? Griffin, reduce it. And when you reduce it, now, you guys might divide by 2, right? I don't know. Some of us would start by dividing by 2. Some of you might divide by 4. It's a little bit better. You still get 24, right? Divide the bottom by 4, you get 34. But, kiddos, can't we keep reducing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So then we can divide by 2 again?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. 12 over, I don't know.
No, it's 15 plus 17.
Now, wait a minute. That's kind of gross. Hold on, double check our numbers. 4 into 96 is 20. 1 and 6 is 24. 4 into 128. Ah, did anybody catch my mistake? Any mental mathers? Will you do me with me?
Like 34. I mean, yeah.
What should it be? 30, not 4. Okay, let's check it. How am I dividing 128 by 4 without a calculator?
32.
Exactly. I was thinking 4 to 12 is 3 times. I missed it, John. You see, I made a mistake. Here we go. So now let's go ahead and divide 32 by 2. Wouldn't that be 16?
Yeah.
Ah, now I can keep going.
3 over.
And then, exactly, 4 goes into 12 3 times. 4 goes into 16 4 times. My common ratio is 3/4.
Why did you choose to divide by 4?
To be honest, Rob, I was lazy. I saw that 2 went in, and I really hoped 4 went in to be able to skip some steps. You know what I mean?
If you could have done 2, it would have been a lot. Because if you already know that 4 goes in, you might as well just do it. You don't have to keep doing the 2.
Maybe I should try like dividing by 8, but I
And
did.
sometimes it's easier too.
Griffin, go ahead, Beth.
Do the same, like, 8.
Yeah, if you had divided by 8, it would have
Yeah.
come down to the same place, and I think you could have divided by 16 actually.
Just
But I
divide
just
by
kind of
3.
stopped at 4 and I started dividing.
Isn't the answer divide by 3?
The answer is just 3/4 because we're trying to
No,
find
no, no.
our common.
I was talking about for 8.
Oh, sorry.
We're not doing that with this stuff.
But remember, whenever you divide by, don't write division for number 8. Do 1/3 to show multiplication. And don't forget, in number 8 there was a negative as well. Had to multiply by negatives. Now, number 19, for those of you guys that didn't get it, let's go ahead and look at it really clearly. The direction said find the next 3 terms. Can you guys check it?
Yeah,
It's times 4.
Jordan already figured it out and was like, hey, 5 to 20, that just means a times 4, right guys?
320 times 4 is
20 times 4, I'm guessing 80 times 4, so let's just multiply by 4 again. Who
1280.
multiplied? 1280 is the
times
next
4
one?
is 3.
1280.
Okay.
24.
480.
5,120 and 20,400.
Yes!
Alright, hold on, to the next one. So, what was it? 20, 12, what? Okay, what was the next one?
5,120.
5,120. Stay back up just a little bit.
No, but I was trying to, okay, so.
And then the last one was?
20,400.
Oh, yes. What's it?
So the pattern that we need to figure out, guys, was 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 4 is 80, so if we need to continue that pattern, we have a calculator and keep multiplying by 4 by
24.
Are you gonna make a calculation?
Wait, 21.
4 by 3.
Yes,
Probably.
24.
It's okay.
Oh, you mean 20,480?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't understanding what you guys were saying. I apologize. So 20,480.
It's okay.
All right. Kiddos, that's the end of homework. Let me go ahead and number 1. Listen carefully. I'm gonna put the warm up on the board. I'm gonna put the warm up on the board. This warm up should look like some of the corrections that you guys are having to face, right? So go ahead and open up your notes. We're not going to a new section. We are still in section 6.6. And as you guys open up your notes, pause, quiet. Really quiet down. Aiden, let's get focused. Alright, thanks, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to give directions, Alan. I'm trying to give directions. I want you guys to open up your notes. Your homework should be right close. You're going to turn it in just 1 second, alright? Have your homework close. Don't put your homework away.
Okay.
But as your notes are open, you're going to start with the warm-up. You're not doing a new section. We're in the same section as yesterday. I just want to make sure we know how to start this problem. Because some of you got scared of this problem on the Chapter 5 test. And to be honest, you may be scared of the correction.
True that.
Right? So for this problem, we first need to get the line to graph. Then we shade. But we don't want to graph a line that looks like this. We want to graph a line that is in this form. Now the equals isn't going to be there. It's going to be a less than sign. That's the shading. But we still want the y by itself on one side. Subtract the x term? I like that. Jay, go ahead.
Can I ask you if that's how you solve it?
Yeah, go ahead. What would you do?
Subtract 5x and then divide by 10.
Good. So Alan said subtract the x term. Jay said let's get the negative 5x to the other side. They are both right because we don't want the x's by the y's. You guys following?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Now, I'm not going to totally finish this problem. I just started it, but I want you guys to keep going. Let me write this step just so we have it down. Why am I writing the x term first, even though it's 40 minus?
What? And then
Yeah, I want the x term first, then the b. Now, Jake, go ahead and say it one more time. What would you do now to get the y by itself? Divide by 10. Divide everybody.
So doesn't that make it 1/2 x?
So it is going to have a 1/2. Now, hold on, pause, quiet. Let's see how far you can go. Get y by itself, dividing everybody by 10. And then I want you guys to see how much of this graph you can get. Meanwhile, while you try to finish getting y by itself and graph and maybe even shade, let's pass our homework in while I answer. Angel, what's your question? Homework all day.
We can take this on this morning.
Yes, please. Remember, Angel, if there's no number at the top, we're always continuing, okay? Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Yes, you may. If you have any absent work or makeup work, you can also turn it in.
It's just right here, man.
Thank you. Nice and straight. No, you're graphing, you're graphing. Wait, Dylan, you play next up, buddy.
Okay.
Divide everybody by 10. Justin,
I
see
got
if you
the
can
line.
graph and shade.
Oh, I know. Sorry, I didn't make control.
Rob? No, sir. It's going in your notes. Johnny, let's see how far we can get. But check your lines. Yeah? Okay, and then go check with Jazz and make sure that you guys are on the same page. Why don't you do that one, kid? How you guys can talk it out?
Icky.
Angel, how we doing, bud? Have you gotten Y by itself? Okay, divide everything by 10. Everything.
I got
Put everything over.
You're missing something. Let me go ahead and show what I got.
You want one?
Wait,
5 over 10. I'm times 5. But remember, it's minus. Wait, so I did do it wrong, right? It's
Yeah.
minus.
Oh, I was checking your sheet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah, it needs to be down here.
Yes.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna catch up. But as I catch up, you should be checking your slope to see if yours is going downhill or uphill. Hopefully it's going downhill. Hopefully it's going downhill.
My bad. I didn't know. I forgot it was minus.
I'm gonna zoom in and show you guys my work. We can compare, okay?
okay.
So we've already done this. Ian, remember, this is the stuff that I don't do last time.
Yeah.
So make sure that you're following along. Did you guys divide everybody by 10?
Yeah.
Okay, 8. How do you simplify after you divide everybody by 10?
I got y is less than negative 0.5 x plus 4.
Yeah, I like it, but if you have any idea why I'm going to write 1/2 instead of 0.5? Yeah. For slope, guys, is it easier to do a decimal or a fraction for slope? Yeah, because rise over run. So I'm just keeping, it means the same thing. I'm just keeping the 1/2 instead. Okay? Now, as I go to graph, kiddos, what is the very first thing? Looking at this, what is the very first thing I should put on my graph?
4.
The +4. The y-intercept.
Does that make sense? The very first thing is to look at who is in this B spot. Y equals mx plus b. If you guys have never learned how to graph lines or it is never stuck, please come in during lunch or after school and that can help. But graph the 4. Now I go to look at the negative 1/2. How do I move for slope? How do I move for slope? Down 1 because it's a negative 1 over 2. Okay, all this talking that's going on, all this like hand motion and smiling and laughing, let's just focus at the board. Everybody, we're good.
Oh wait.
Focus at the board.
man. Focus.
So down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. Now, can anybody explain what's the next thing to think about? Solid or dash? Dash. We'll come back to it. Okay, go and look in the blue cup in the basket. The ones in the ceramic one are probably pretty good. Or you can, oh, the basket. Okay. Probably look at it, put this side like this. Why is it dash? Do you remember?
So it's not equal to.
It's not or equal to, so dash. Now, there's one more step to get this perfectly right. Gotta test the point. Why am I gonna put a question mark by 0, 0? Why'd you pick 0, 0, Barry?
It's the easiest.
Yeah. It's the easiest to plug in.
And 0 is less than 35, so that part.
So we can plug
That
in
part.
0 for y, 0 for x. Is it working?
Zero.
How about the one that's on my desk? The
Fine.
yellow one. Yeah, that's my. Okay, great. Something else, okay? Make sure to bring something. 0 less than 1/2 times 0, PEMDAS says multiply. 0 is less than 4, true or false?
That's true, so shade that part.
So we shade over here.
Shade, baby shade.
Now kiddos, on your chapter 5 test, listen carefully. Listen carefully. On your chapter 5 test, the grade for which most of you really wish it wasn't in your red web, right? So what did I give you? Look right here. What did I give you to be working on? Okay. What kinds of points can this give you?
Half.
Half points back. So if you listen, just listen. There's 36 points total. If you got 0, which no one did, everyone got at least like 1 or 2 points. Listen. Just don't express. Don't make people feel bad. If you got 0 points, you get a 0%. You get a 50%. If you got all the corrections right. If you got a 60%, which you can find by dividing the top by the bottom, you get an 80%. If you got a 50%, you get a 75%. Listen.
I got 16.
Then you can get, listen, if you got 24 points, you can subtract from 36, you were missing 12. Oh. Then you can subtract from 100, divide by 2, and then add it. I don't know.
Jordan's like, I got a 99.
Guys, listen. Alright, we're staying an extra minute.
Man.
Now we're staying 2. Don't worry about what your grade could become. Worry about that it can get higher. And you want to do the best you can on these corrections. Now these are due tomorrow. Hold on, Jay Jazzy. Very important directions. Jay, look at me just to help out. These are due tomorrow. But I will still take them after school. Which means you can work today during lunch with me in here in my room or some of my calculus kids. Today after school, or maybe period 7 if your coach says yeah, and if you have PE that class period. Tomorrow during lunch or after school, or maybe during PE if your coach says okay and you have that as a PE period. If you come in to work, we can try to work together on that. If you have an older sibling, someone who knows math a little better, is in a higher class than you, someone on your team that does math pretty well, sit down with someone to do these corrections, because if you got a low score, you're struggling. But kiddos, did we just review how to do the ones that said, and they were on your test, they're like the 2 middle graphs on the first page. We just reviewed how to do them. That would be 100% correct.
Wow.
Okay? You would get bonus points from that if you missed this problem in the test, which a lot of you guys did. Now, right now, I want you guys to raise your hands. Who never got correction papers or needs more? I'll pass them to you right now.
I don't think I'm
Let's pass on over. Yeah, so yours, you know, my extended demo. Pass it to Justin, pass it to Rob, pass up to Jody, Haley, pass it up to Jazzy, pass it over to Griffin and Jack. Oh, that's a question.
Here, you missed that one.
You okay, one? Pass it to Jazzy. You don't need one? You already got enough?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Griffin,
He's
question.
right. He doesn't need it. You don't. Next one.
Wait, can I hear another one?
Jordan's like,
Yes, thank you.
All right, kiddos.
And then.
Kiddos, we don't have a lot of time, so just look at number 2 real fast. Okay, I need you to help Jazzy focus. Yeah. You focus as well. Here we go, number 2.
Number 2.
This is on one, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, if you guys have any questions about your personal grade, your personal test, your personal corrections, your personal makeup, or
After
your
school.
personal mistakes, your personal, I don't know, you're confused about, please ask me after class or after school. Here we go, number 2. I'm only allowed to answer questions on what we're doing right now. Number 2. How many lines are we supposed to be graphing? 2 of them, right? Do I need to get y by itself, or is it already there? Okay. So, I'm going to start for the very first one. I'm going to make him red. What's the very first thing I'm going to graph?
3.
The 3. The very first thing you graph is 3. Now, what is my slope for the first one? And I want it as a fraction. Negative 2 over 1. So kiddos, downhill or uphill? Downhill. It's a negative.
Down.
I'm going down 2 over 1. If you guys need to see that jump in, let me do it now. Down 2 over 1, right? Down 2 over 1. Now, I could do that a couple more times. Down 2 over 1. I could do down 2. That's not down 2 over 1. But my question to you is solid or dashed? Because there's no line underneath. You only do solid when there's a line underneath. So therefore, I'm going to do dash. Now, I also need to test. All right, keep tracking, keep tracking. I need to test. Can I test 0, 0?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
So let's go ahead and test 0, 0 in this one. 0 for y, 0 for x.
Wow.
Now question. Is 0 greater than 0 plus 3? True or false? So do I shade where the 0, 0 is?
False.
Nope, I shade over here. Now, it's time to go to the other line. Let's do blue, okay? What's the very first thing I'm going to graph for the blue line?
So, negative 1.
The negative 1. I always start with the y-intercept. Now, what is my slope for the blue line?
Up 1.
Uphill because it's a
Over
positive
4.
number, right? So uphill 1,
Over 4.
4.
To the right.
Yeah.
And then
I
you
go
draw a
up
line.
1, over, it's going to be like over here somewhere, huh? You guys need to see the movement. Up 1, over 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that's
Up 1, over 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, solid or
Yes.
dash?
Solid. Solid.
Yeah, good. There's a line underneath, so I'm going to do solid.
Cool.
But I still have to test, don't I? Can I test 0, 0 like the other one? So let's go ahead and plug in. Is 0 greater than or equal to? Very good mental math. Let's just let everyone catch up.
Attaboy.
So 0 greater than or equal to 0 minus 1 is negative 1. True or false? True. So then we shade everywhere above. Now, do you guys remember the third color?
Yeah, you gotta do it like where the red and the blue intersect.
Yeah, third color, I need to say, okay, hold on, where are both shadings? And if you notice, both shadings happen right here. Does that make sense? This would have been 100%. If you can do this on your corrections, this will be 100% for those problems and get you back some points.
Right like this.
Perfect. I can see it. I can see it. Now, kiddos, why did I do this today, even though it's not section 6.6?
Because it's good review.
It's the rest of the review for the corrections. The other review we did last week in section, here it is, at the very beginning of section 6.5, we reviewed, check it, we reviewed how to solve equations with x's on both sides, like the back of your test. We We reviewed how to graph lines like the shading part of the test. We reviewed how to do substitution and elimination like the problems where you had X's and Y's, okay? We have officially together reviewed everything that you need to correct on your test. But remember, if you still have questions, you can come in, you can ask me, or maybe I can even pair you up with some of the other students. Josh is not mouth across the room. Let's go ahead and open up, let's keep going in our notes. Now we're back to section 6.6. The warm-up is done. I want you guys to write down these two examples as I answer a question from, was that 80? Yeah. The test, the next test, chapter 6 quiz, you mean? The chapter 6 quiz will get in. I wanted to wait till everyone took it, but I have two people that just can't take the test. I don't know why. So I'm working with them to try to get it in. I'll try to get it on RenWeb by tomorrow. No, because I've been waiting for them to finish, for me to finish grading, but it hasn't worked out so well. Yes, ma'am. All right. Jordan, you have the examples written down? Josh, have them written down?
Yep.
No. Look at the board.
Oh, this one.
These are new.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait. You didn't do number 5.
I wrote it down, but I don't know if it is.
All right, kiddos. These were actually the end of yesterday. However, as some of you guys were doing your homework, you realized, number 19, that you didn't know how to do that. Right? So this is new. This is a little bit different. Yesterday, you guys are totally right. We did go ahead and find the next 3 terms of the first one. Do you guys remember what the next 3 terms were? First of all, hold on, wait. What was our common ratio?
3.
Okay, so our common ratio is 3, which means we're multiplying everybody by 3 each time, right?
81.
So 27 times 3 was 81. 81 times 3 is,
243.
and I think we found the other one too, didn't we?
7. Wait, hold on. 7 to 9.
Okay. We did get the next 3 yesterday. However, we have to figure out how do you graph. Do you guys remember how we did graphs at the beginning of chapter 6 for exponential functions? Yeah, we just need a few points. Exactly. So Johnny's trying to help us out with like, okay, hold on. We can set each of these in. Now guys, these are actually going to be the 1, the 3, and the 9 are actually going to be our y values. They're actually going to be our y values. And they're the y values to, and this is a little crazy, you ready? They're the y values to the x value that says, ready? The y answers the question, what are the terms of the sequence? And the terms of the sequence are the numbers that you actually see. X answers the question, which term? Wait, what? Which term? So, Johnny, help me out. Number 1, was that the first term, second term, third term, fourth term? Who was he? Good. So I'm going to put X as 1. Barry, 3, which term was he? The second. Haley, 9, which term was he? The third. Griffin, 27, which term was he? Fourth term. And Dylan, which term was 81? Got it. That's all we got to do. We make a table out of first, second, third, fourth for the X, and what the terms are for Y. Jay, what's wrong?
I keep hearing the phone go off. I don't have a phone.
That's crazy.
No. Hey, he's probably hearing something, and somebody probably hasn't turned it on silent, so it's vibrating, making noise. Let's fix that.
It's air
Let's keep on going, though.
When I hear it again.
It's air conditioning.
It's not as important as your math grade, okay? Yeah. No, I said no one else can stand up because they were abusing it earlier. So hang in there for me. 10 minutes, can you make it? Okay. All right, coming back. So kiddos, we we can make on the x-axis 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. You guys graphing with me?
Yeah.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. The numbers get bigger and faster, so it shouldn't be a straight line.
But yeah, I just did. I spaced it up with that.
Got it. Now, kiddos, if you look at all of these, how the R was 3, I can make 3, 6, 9, 12. I can go by 3s, but man, this is going to take forever to get to 81, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do the best we can. I have 3. I'm going by 3s over here, whereas the X's I was going by 1s. You guys can tell why, right? The Y's are way bigger. 3, 6, there's 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Oh my goodness, I might not even have room for everybody, but listen, that's okay. All right?
Can't you just do it and like keep going?
Yeah, basically. So for 1, he's 1. So I'm going to put a point actually really low down, not even at 3. Can you guys see the point?
Yes.
He's like way down there. Okay?
Oh, that's cool.
Now, 2 should have the point 3, right? So he's a little bit up. 3 should have the point. Wait, what's 3's point?
Right over now.
3 is the point 9, right?
Yes.
And then 4 is the point. Whoa. What's going on, kiddos?
Exponential.
It's exponential growth. So show the swoop, right? Right? Show the swoop. But wait. Here's the crazy thing. For sequences, there actually are no points in between, which means we actually can't connect. It's something in math is called weird. It's called discrete. Anyway, we can't connect them because there's only a first, second, third. Meaning, could I ask you for, ready? Could I ask you for the 4.5th term?
No.
Does that make sense? Aiden, the 4.5th term?
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying it makes sense not to connect them. So guys, listen up. It's not allowed to be connected because 4.5th term doesn't exist. The 4th term's there, the 5th term's there, the 4.5th is not.
Nope.
Okay? So, question on number 5, how would you do it? We might not be able to do the whole thing, but how would you do number 5? If it says find the next 3 terms, then graph.
You put the super hat.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
That's okay, we get inside, not outside. What do we need to first find the next 3 terms? Have you guys figured out the pattern? Divide by 5 is good, but wait. In homework we learned 1 over 5. Good. Good. Divide by 5 means times 1 over 5 is my common ratio, right, Angel? We're tracking okay? All right.
4 and then 4 over
So what's
5.
20? What's 20 over 5 as you make the next jump? 4.
It's 4 over 5 and 4.
Oh, yeah, that's rough. 4 over 5. And then as we go again, it'd be 4 over 25. Now, how would we go about graphing this one, guys? Okay, let's get it quick and try to be quiet. Maybe you can ask someone for help. Justin, where are the 2,500, 500, 100 going to go? In the X's or the Y's?
The Y.
Good. So everybody go ahead and start putting your terms. 2,500. 500. Make sure you whisper. 100. 20. Now wait. Okay, that'll work. This is going to be kind of a big graph, right? Now, debate. Which term is 2,500? The first term. Good. Ava, which term is 500?
Second term.
Got it. Rob, which term is 100? Got it. Josh, which term is 20?
Fourth.
So when we come to our graph, now this, why am I making it so high? Yeah, 2,500, you gotta be kidding me, right?
Why don't you add the other term?
Well, Angel, long story short, I just ran out of room, so I just put the ones I could. But, so as long as you can put enough to see the pattern, that's good enough for me. Does that make sense? Griffin, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to figure out what to count by. Do you guys think I can count by hundreds? Is that okay? by 500. Should I do that? I can do 500 and then 1,000. And then I can do 1,500. Then I can do 2,000. Then I can do 2,500. 500 kind of work, right?
Oh, it does.
Now, coming on back.
Oh, and then.
So then I'm going to put 1 at 2,500. 2 at 500. Calm it down. 3 at 100. Oh, that's kind of small. Oh, stink, guys. Do you see what's going on? Yeah, this is definitely decay. It's getting smaller and smaller. That's another reason, Angel. I don't think I could really fit that many more points in. I'm kind of down to the very bottom. You know what I mean? Jay, what's your question?
Okay, so like when she does the equation, 2,500 R equals 500, and then you divide by.
Oh, you mean for the other
Yeah.
problem? You divide both sides by the other, solve, and then reduce.
What do you mean by?
Well, over here. Oh, that was a homework question, wasn't it?
No, it was on right here. It was a 25 and then 500, 120.
Oh, to find R, like to know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. We can say, I don't usually like the big numbers, just because they're hard to learn. Does that make sense? So instead, I would choose maybe two of the smaller numbers, like these two. And I would say, okay, 100 times R is equal to 20. Because 100 needed the multiplication to get here. Does that make sense? So then we can go ahead and divide both sides by 100 to get rid of them. Divide by 100 and then we reduce. Does that make sense? Yeah. There you go. And then you will get the one thing. Okay. Now kiddos, there's one more idea today. We are right here.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Last idea.
This is okay.
Oh man, I blew my nose, please. Alright, I'll wait.
Ian, can you grab a tissue and pass it?
Yes, great.
Actually,
Actually, I'll wait.
Alright, this is the only equation. This is the last idea. Focus, focus, focus. It's a little bit rough, but we got this. Ready? We need to label everybody in this formula, so make sure you get it down. We need to label everybody in this formula. A sub n is who we call, kind of snazzy term, the nth term.
N.
It's Rn to the power of n minus 1, right?
A sub 1 just means the first term.
Wait, I'm still confused on what the one is.
Okay, ready? This whole thing just means the nth term. We'll see who he is in a second. This whole thing means the first term.
Oh, that whole thing.
We already know who R stands for. R stands for the common ratio,
Oh, ratio.
which we've been working on how to find in homework last night. So let me give you an example of how to use this formula, all right? What if I give you... Keep working on that whispering. You're doing a good job. Just trying to... Okay, I'm going to give you the sequence. 1, 3, 6, 9, dot, dot, dot. Okay? I'm going to give you the example. 1, 3, 6, 9, dot, dot, dot. This is the sequence. Oh, but wait a minute. Is this one arithmetic or geometric? Oh, we don't want arithmetic. This formula is only for, you ready? This is only for geometric sequences.
Wait, when they have to be
27.
1, 3, 9.
Exactly. So let's make this geometric. 1, 3, 9, 27, dot, dot, dot. All right, now we're staying 3 minutes after.
Buds.
Boys, calm it down.
Johnny.
The common ratio is what Johnny was trying to say. I'll take that. That was productive. The common ratio is 3. True?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I wanted to find what they would call the nth term formula, if I wanted to find the formula, I would say A sub n equals, okay? We start by rewriting A sub n. But then we need to ask ourselves questions like, who is the first term of this sequence? Exactly. So we're going to plug in 1 times. Who is, let's ask ourselves more questions. Who is R? 3. going to go ahead and just rewrite n minus 1. Yeah. Now hold on, we're going to use this. This was though setting up the formula, okay? If they ask us for the formula, we say, who is the first term? I'm even going to highlight it. Who is the first term? Who is the common ratio? And we're going to answer those questions and rewrite the rest. Now, what if they ask us to find, for instance, find a sub 6? You pack up, you're staying longer. What if they ask us to find a sub 6? Wait a minute. We're not used to 6's being there, right? Exactly. They said n is equal to 6, which means find the 6th term. Now, how do we find that with the formula? Now, guys, we still have 3 minutes after the bell, so let's listen to the announcement. Now
Hey
we'll keep
Warriors,
working.
it's me, your old pal, Pablo Ugeti, just reminding you that table signups for the Night in the Spotlight Murder Mystery event continues today and tomorrow at lunch outside of room 113. So go.
Judy's
This
busy.
is a high school event. Go.
That guy works at CVS.
He's working Chick-fil-A. No.
Oh, check
No, he was.
Okay.
5 high.
Wait. You still have 3 minutes. Let's just wait. The bell's ringing. Everyone's like, I wish I could go. Oh, well, we were talking. Let's finish this example, then you can go. If it's quick, we'll leave early. If it's long, we'll stay late. You ready? We're finding a sub 6. We're finding a sub 6. Do you guys see how 6 took the place of n? Yes or no?
Rob, sit up. I don't want to add another.
Didn't 6 take the place of n? Rob, sit up, or else you're staying longer. Where else is there an n in this formula? Good. So let's take the n and let's put in who we should be. Meaning, didn't we already figure out, kiddos, that the first term was 1? Didn't we already figure out the common ratio was 3? We're plugging in 1 piece at a time, 1 piece at a time. But when they told us a sub 6, what else do we now know to plug in?
6.
Yeah, we know n. So we can put 6 in the n spot, and now our job is not to leave it, our job is to solve it. So, a sub 6 equals, wait, some of you, don't back up or else you're going to stay here. PEMDAS. Do I do the 1 times the 3? The 3 to the power of 6? Or the 6 minus 1? Okay. PEMDAS says 6 minus 1 first. It's technically under grouping symbols because it's kind of hidden up here in the power. So I'm going to do the 5th first. Then I'm going to do the 1 times or the 3 to the power of? 3 to the power of 5. Now that one's a little rough. Because that one we have 3 times 3, which is 9, times 3, which is 27, times 3, which is 81, times 3, which is 243. And then times 1 is 240.
So A6 equals 243?
Yes.
So A6, which is, who is that again? The 6th term. Do you guys see why it's called the nth term?
Yes.
6, 7, 8. Wait a minute. What would A sub 3 be? The 3. We just say third for 3, second for 2.
It's the 9.
All right, kiddos.
What a great.
Pause and wait. Go ahead and.
The homework thing.
I already wrote that one.
Oh, I meant third as in like.
Can we take a
We
picture?
say the 4th
Yeah,
term,
exactly.
6th term, 8th term. We say the 3rd term. Take a picture of the homework. If you have questions on corrections, come see me during lunch or after school. And I will see you guys later. You may leave. Goodbye.
Yes.
Hey, come here. Brandon, you want to see me? Yeah, give me a big booty.
Say, already done.
Brandon, can you give me a signature room in the locker room? Yeah. I want to see if I can get that. Dude, I want to try that so bad.
Dylan's gonna move that way.
Run to the library.
Shoes give me like an inch.
I see you.